So this is was I was talking about. This is the ultimate test. All the teams from Premier League that we can say safely that it's the most hard competition in Football Manager, even in real, in my opinion. But I don't want to be that kind of man saying you do stuff. So I kept a pool of samples of tactics from my test league, from Super League, and from FM Arena. You can find the static in their section of plug and play. And I won't even, and here we are doing something more in depth because I will explain more stuff that I was sure, and even though they are only, at the end of the day, are like 11 runs, because if they made the top 10, we can understand something more than we are understanding now. I mean, here, if you are a patron, you will have the link. You can check all the data from each tactic and what kind of points they did. They were just one run. I literally went and thrown the things inside, and I mean, it tested like 60 tactics per team. All the stuff, one boom. And it took like 24 hours to do that because it's very, very slow. It's not a test league that it's optimized for being fast. So, those are the tactics, those are the... I could even keep more, I mean, take more tactics, but I mean, when we found out the Death Star, all the stuff in the past, I didn't even run them because they were like, I mean, new models are from those tactics, are the tactics from FM Arena, because I mean, I went with fullbacks and attack, so one saw that and they tested it, and now we have those kind of tactics. But since I don't really care about if here it's brought Xiaomei or Classic or whatever, or Delicious, I don't really care. I mean, it's good, it's fine. And I want even to compare the difference between the test league. Why we are doing this? To understand, okay, what's the mistake here? What's the mistake there? What's the mistake here? Super League or not? Super League, it's more about the meta players that you will play. Here, we didn't touch nothing about those. They are the standard teams. Literally the standard teams. We didn't touch nothing. And here, I mean, so we need those runs. And I keep the top teams and the Bros teams. Top 4 and Bros 4. And you can see, I mean, orange, it's the Bros, and red, it's the best. They were like, so, the best were Tottenham, Liverpool City, obviously, and Arsenal. They were the top teams. Even with a lot of more points. Can even be lucky, can even be, I mean, Manchester United, it's like there, they are not weak at all. If you see Chelsea, they are a little bit far away. Aston Villa are very good. So if you want to like go to a middle table team, but you want literally performs very well, you can keep Aston Villa. They are relatively... This is even to show you where is the challenge. For example, with Luton, it's your challenge if you want to go to from 0 to hero. With meta tactics, you can make it. Like here, you can choose one. I mean, but those are just one run sample. So they are not really attainable. I literally didn't care because I literally ran so many. I just wanted to show you what's gonna happening. So now we're gonna divide the top 10 team, the top 10 tactics that made it. So, I mean, just don't look at the best ones. I didn't order it because Excel is going crazy. We will see on the final recap. And you can see I divided the statics. You can see the numbers. They are not in order. Maybe even maybe here they are. they are not here because I don't know, was getting all fucked up if I moved the filters. And you can see they are divided. This is Arsenal, this is City, this is Liverpool, and this is Spurs. I did all the same. I mean, you can see here, I even made it here an easier understanding. And I did the same for Bros 4. And you can see, I mean, if you have a nice eye, you can understand already which is the top baby. Now let's check the recap. So I made like, I colored it finally so we can see on green, there are the FM Marina tactics, on red the delicious Test League tactics. And I was like, those are not in order for the same reason of before, and here they are. So we have God of Chaos on first place with 169.1 average on all those Bros, Best and Bros teams. The first 4 and Osmo Winger. Osmo Winger, we know that it's one of my favorite, score a lot. And you can see on the average in green, it's how many goals they did. In red, how many goals they getting. And on blue or Celestino, I will even use some Italian words, there are the average points. You can see that God of Chaos went literally wild. This is wild, boys. This is literally fucking wild. 44 from FM Marina, 164. I mean, the difference between the statics, like, you believe that there are 5 points. I believe that it's even, it's like less. But on 10 runs, this is what happens. I mean, there are 308 games. Not more, not less. You literally, we can see that, and the only 433 that made it was the ever-changing ball CMB 18. So you can understand the stuff. You can make it a lot of your own tests, and you can understand even better. After that, I did something else because I wanted to show you, because it's needed. I took the superb God of Chaos and tweak it. So, this was the formation, I wanna explain it. It's literally God of Chaos, whatever you wanna call it. 4-2-3-1 without all those useless TI and PI. And I just want, because I said it so many times, where you should put your things. No invite crosses. Here it's all the same. I mean, we know that. Here it's I don't know if it's something changed. And the results, and now we are gonna check the results. I just took Chef United as example, but if you want more in-depth results, I can even do more runs. I mean, just let me know, and let's check what up. I made various tests, and you can see the others ones. I mean, I wanted just to check this was more for my possession tactics, and here you can see the results with Gotino, useless NPI. Guys, this is copy paste. I mean, I will let even on the Excel file that you can check your eyes. You can check the screens if you want though. It did the 69.2, and the real one did the 69. This is what I mean when it's like no change. For me, these decimals are like whatever. It's not like an indication, but it's just to explain you. Almost of those TI and PI just drive you in the wrong direction, because it's literally not possible. It's not literally impossible that, because we made here more than, I don't know, 300k runs on the stuff. And if the results are always in decimals, the difference, I don't really believe it's that. It's literally about RNG. Even on the test league it's happening. And if you want to be sure, 100% you need to run more than 100k, for example. Otherwise you are doing crap. So this is the only thing that I wanted to show. Cut inside, cut on wide. There is literally no need. Because even the players will decide. You will just tell him to go more inside. Or without putting nothing, you will tell him to just... sometimes you go inside, sometimes you go on wide. And this is where I prefer, it's more realistic. Because it's not like, sometimes they will do even underlap, sometimes they will do even overlap. It's not like one or they do only one thing. This is something that for me it's extremely important that you understand. Explore your ways. Now, for example, Classic went with a 74% possession tactics, which is insane. Don't be focused only on numbers. One of the reasons why I'm not literally posting on FM Marina, because only the top 2 tactics getting viewers, getting views, so it's like worth to post it. And this canal, it's like they are cannibalization themselves. If you go to check those tactics, they are all the same things, all the same origin. Just, and this is one of the reasons, if I, at that point I decided, okay, if you want to do that, you do that on my part, on my side, on my things, not... that's why I have nothing against any of FM Marina boys. They are fantastic, they are awesome, but I understand even that it's out of control when people are tweaking, minus tweaking, fake tweaking, because at a point it's so clear that people knows and they want just their name there. I am not saying that no one copied me, because it's not that the point, it's not about me. It's about if you want to do your things, do that. I am not just a part of it anymore. I will just do on my environment. I am understanding even better how to set up the players. I am sure that I will go for more and more in-game stats. I will just take average of the players and we check from there. This is what I will do, because I don't want to only go to meta tactics. I prefer, I mean, they are not literally, believe me, I prefer to go something that is more called Pep Guardiola, Arteta, Amorim, whatever it is, Gasperini, Ranieri, Ancelotti, we can name a lot of them. It's better for me. Meta tactics at this point, it's something that I care, but I don't really care that much anymore, because people are not interested. I mean, it's not like people are not interested. There are many more players that are more interested about a way of playing football than to challenge the engine. This is, I mean, at this point I prefer to go to that direction. Meta it's important, but in order to build other kind of type of playing football, and not to just, okay, let's abuse the engine. If we were talking about PvP, players versus players, yes, I will go always meta, because you wanna win. But this is not the case, and we need more in real recreations. And I hope that this FM25 will at least help us to play different kind of football, and not only one. That it's at this point, it's on FM24, it's embarrassing, because it's too forced in one direction, and on FM24 in 23 you could play even much lower D-line, you could play much higher D-line, you could play a lot of things. Even now it's all It's like the extreme of the extreme of the extreme. And some, please, some TI and PI fix them. I mean, at least make them impactful. From the Legion, it's everything. If you want more comparison with useless TI and PI, write on comments, because at that point, I mean, for me, FN24 ended like months ago. We were waiting for FN25. I am just running those tests for the players that are literally not gonna buy FN25, because many are not gonna do that. So if you want to stay on FN25, you can have more data. Many things are coming, guys. This is something that I literally wanted to do for fun. It's the Premier League. You can find those tables organized this well only being patron. About that, I am sorry. But if I don't do things for Patreon, I will literally stop it, and you will just be with your Josh. From Delicious, it's everything. Delicious out. Bye bye.